The George thing, it's the first thing I think of. Yes, Niners pulling through. They've been through generational trauma, the mental fortitude of this team. There's not a team that I... One second. Thank you. There's no team that I find... like if I was in a bad spot, I'd call them. They handle the chaos. They adjust. They have been through it all. Players being injured in big moments, losing Super Bowls, and they somehow are still here. I give them so much credit. I think all of that like built up trauma is only going to help them. It is really amazing. I cannot say enough about Kyle Shanahan, but like George Kittle, there's nothing to say. Like, you are an emotional leader, what you do on the field, what you've done in your career, future Hall of Famer. I just hope that you feel the love. Hopefully you're not hungover from the bottle of Patron that Jed York gave you, but also just know how loved you are, how important you are, and how you still are going to affect this team on their road to a Super Bowl in their backyard. You know, a la what Fred did and is doing, you will be that emotional force that is driving this team, along with Kyle Shanahan, because is this not like the most impressive coaching performance we've seen in the league, at least this year? Yesterday cements it. I mean, probably the best coaching thing I've seen in my lifetime. Name one that's better. You're going into Philly, those confident Eagles champions. They're shorthanded as they are. You lose George, and you don't lose George in the fourth quarter. You lose him early and find a way to beat the defending champs. CMC, unbelievable. He might be the second best player outside of Josh Allen in the playoff picture here. Brock, not perfect, but bounce back. They've got this mentality to just fight. They just freaking fight. They're easy to root for. They come up big in every spot, and that deserves some love. Demarcus Robinson, third 100-yard game of a 179-game career. Juwan Jennings, tossing touchdowns. Eric Kendricks, the linebackers. Garrett Wallow stepping up. Just after joining the team, they just got there. So many injuries. They're banged up, emotionally, heartbroken, on top of heartbreak institutionally over the years. I don't know how many other coaches can find a way to win in that situation. And it was him. It was Kyle. We'll, of course, get to the Eagles side of things as we have to wrap their season with Devin McCourty in a little bit. I do like something, though. I like that the Eagles fans aren't resting on, oh, well, we won a Super Bowl last year. Be pissed off. Like some people are like, I know a couple of people who are like, oh, it's fine, we'll be back next year, we'll get a new coordinator. Be pissed off. This does have a chance to be a dynasty. That's what's at risk here, right? You have to manage everything very correctly. A lot of hot offensive names flying around in the ether. But once the dust settles on all of these coaching vacancies, and there are many, and maybe there's not more, LaFleur reportedly keeping his gig as of this morning, you got to reel them in. And why would you not want to be part of the Eagles and that culture? Like, they'll get a great one and get this thing where it needs to be, which is not where it was yesterday and really not where it was all season. It's a circle of life with the Eagles right now. Super Bowl run, lose your OC, have a down year, then get poached, and then hire another great one and make another Super Bowl run. So we're in this down part of that cycle, if you believe in that. And they're in the midst of this window right now, if they can make the right moves this offseason to be right back on top of the NFC. Hammy, really quick, if they were to part ways with Patullo, which would be understandable. It hasn't happened. We don't want to take somebody's job away. Are there any like Dynamo names out there that you like? Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, there's one I really like, and his name is coming up even in potential head coaching interviews, which I don't think he gets this cycle. But Nathan Shieldhouse, he's the passing game coordinator for the Rams. He's a young coach, was a former quarterback at Illinois in that McVay trade. Like, he's somebody who I think is going to be a superstar in this league, and I think he's an interesting name to look at for the Eagles. And again, it's tough because you don't want a guy who's going to be there for a year, have all the success, and then get poached again. But I guess that's the life that Eagles fans are living right now with this team.
I have my own thoughts on that. That guy that you just mentioned, what's his name?
Nathan Shieldhouse.
I don't know if he's going to get the gig after what the Bears do to him this week in Chicago.